My name is Pamina Swainaina, and I'm the head of recruitment at Corporate Staffing Services. One of the common challenges candidates face, whether they are fresh graduates or experienced, is when it comes to CV rating is on the length. How many pages should your CV be? And depending who you ask, some will tell you as many pages as possible. But if you Google, a lot of the articles, a lot of advice you find online, they'll tell you restrict your CV to 2 or 3 pages. Now, as a recruiter, what I can tell you is it really doesn't matter the number of pages your CV is, so long as the information you provided there is brief, is interesting, and is necessary. So if you're a fresh graduate and you give me a 5-page CV, then I'm sure there's so much information you've included there which is not important. However, again, if you're experienced, let's say 15 years of experience, and you send me a 20-page CV, the question is, do I have really that time to go through a 20-page CV, considering you're not the only candidate that I'm considering? So there are a few do's and don'ts when it comes to CV rating that will help you ensure that you keep to the minimum number of pages. Number one is making sure that you only put relevant information. So I've seen candidates put their religion, I've seen them put ethnic status, I've seen them put driving license, I've seen them put ID numbers. This is not important, unless it's required. For example, if it's a driving license, you can put it if you're a driver, but if you're an office worker who will never drive a truck, you have no business indicating that. So the other thing is how you portray your job description. Now, when you join a company, they are normally going to give you a job description. It can be as long as 20 items. By the end of the day, it's for you to identify which of the things that I do are relevant to the employer that I'm applying for a job. So if you find that among the 20 things your current employer expects you to do, by referring to the job description, and really as this other one expects you only to do, let's say, 5 of those things, then there's no reason for you to replicate all these 20 items to your CV. So just highlight the important ones. And basically that will have an impact on the length of your CV. Then don't go breaking down the units you took at college. Just give the overall grade. Don't go, for example, also just if it's hobbies, including all manner of hobbies. So the important thing is, at the end of the day, you only put that information which is relevant. But there are those normal expectations we have. If it's a fresh graduate, I probably want to see just a maximum of a 2-page CV. However, if you're more experienced, I think a 4-page CV is reasonable. So for those who are experienced, how you make it that short to 4 pages is only to highlight the last 3 jobs you've had. Those are the ones you give a breakdown. So you don't, if you had an internship in 1985, I don't want to see a breakdown of what you are doing during that internship. All you can do is just say, you can even leave it out of the CV. But if you still think it's important, just say internship and the organization and the date. Simple as that. A one-liner, as opposed to giving a breakdown. Yeah. And you normally find actually people will consider the last 3 jobs as being your relevant experience. Yeah. If you're a cashier in, say, 1990, the cashiering skills required then, they may not really be similar to what we have right now, because right now there's the use of technology. Things have really changed and progressed, and you may not have acquired extra skills. Yeah. So CV, the length of the CV really matters, but don't be stressed into the how many number of pages. For you, you should concentrate on the kind of information you're giving there and whether it's relevant to the employer or not.